Today, the 13th of January 2025, I want to address young people again. I want to reiterate again. The main focus of address in this message is for the young Africans, especially Black Africans. The young people, those in the military, those who conspire with those in authority who call themselves blacklegs, traitors, enablers of their own suffering. We can see clearly that those you consider leaders, presidents, very few of them, only very few of them are trying to do something. And in most cases, when you see few of those trying to do something, the people will not stand around them to protect them. African youths, those in the military, you can call yourself soldiers, police, gendarmes, whatever. This message is for all of us, those trying to do something to see the liberation of Africa come true. Inferiority complex, the white man used religion to make us feel we were nothing. The white people came to make us brainwashed our forefathers, and it has come down to this point. You see, the president of Mali, the president, the leader of Malawi, the president of Malawi. And to be honest, Africa will never be free. Because when you see what they call in French, le complot, those complotting against the development of Africa are those in authorities. When they're coming to power, they are campaigning to come to power. You think that these are demigods. But when they come to power, it's a different thing. Look at Ruto in Kenya. Malawi, the president, signing a deal with the Israeli government at the tune of 60 million to send his own citizens to go and work for the Israeli government to harvest fruits and vegetables. And they happily are going. Imagine if all these youths could stand up, like what happened in Kenya. Kenyans, if they wanted to take over, they would have taken over. I don't know what happens. To be honest, I think military rule is far more better when it comes especially to Africa, because the West used that democracy to position leaders in power or people in power, to use them for their own sake. So yes, Africa will never be free from imperialism. Like I see a white woman speaking up, crying, in other words, crying for our young Africans, because most of the African leaders are themselves, the problem. They secretly partner with those in the foreign countries, the leadership of the foreign countries, to keep Africa at where it is. They sign secret deals, very dirty secret deals for financial benefits that benefit them, largely benefit them, than the people they pretend they're signing for, who are the young people. And no race has ever liberated another race. Il n'y a aucune race qui a vraiment libéré les autres. Chaque race se libère. Je ne sais pas pourquoi les Africains, ils attendent toujours ce qui les a colonisés, qui les a vendus comme le matériel, attendent que c'est la même race-là qui va venir le libérer. Ça ne peut pas se passer comme ça. Vraiment, les militaires africains, je vous supplie, les jeunes africains, votre libération, ce que vous voulez, c'est dans votre main. Votre futur, c'est dans votre main. Pourquoi ça ne se passe pas avec les autres races comme ça? Sauf nous. When you look at the African Union, when you look at the African Union, when you look at ECOWAS, who finances them? Just the African Union building, who is paying the bills? Then tell me, is it that African Union or leaders just to pay the bill, pay rent and so on, or whatever, electricity bill, they cannot do it? Who made the black man like this? The Malawian president, when he's doing this, sending his people off to go and work in Israel, and he collects the money. So he cannot create employment for these people, only to speak big grammar, big French. That's what African leaders are good at. We only, as Africans, seek solace or seek comfort in religion. I see Adeboye in Nigeria asking the Nigerians that he is calling for 100 days of fasting. Fasting to do what? Before election, they did not fast. What happened? When you don't stand up to defend your motherland, you don't stand up to take into your hand what is for the people. You just waste your time. How did Tinubu come to power? Anyway, I've seen a lot of Nigerians say that nobody wants to die for Nigeria anymore. So in other words, they've given up. So the leaders can trample. Leaders in court, they can trample on you as they want. White-handed to us, religion, like enslaved, the same people who enslaved us, people who colonized us because of our stupidity, the stupidity of our race, the division among us, the self-hate, the jealousy, tribalism, envy. Those are the things that are making Africa independence, truly independence, impossible. And if we are ever thinking that another race is coming to liberate us, it will never happen. Look at Burkina Faso, look at Mali, look at Chad, look at Guinea. Few countries that are making efforts to free themselves. The same, ask yourself, how many times has Ibrahim Traore, escape assassination attempts? You ask yourself, who are those trying to kill him? His own very people. Used by who? By the same people outside, the same white people. Then you begin to ask yourself, is something not really wrong with the brain of the black man? So military rule is better. And so when these people rise up, the military rise up to take over, or when the people stand up in protest, the military and the citizens, the young, especially the youth, you must work hand in hand. Because I believe at this point in time, military rule is far more better. Far more better, especially if somebody who loves the people stands up. Don't mind about all those degrees, all those certificates, doctorate, masters, and all of those shit. Do not mind about that. Look at Ibrahim Traore. What are his degrees? What are his doctorate, masters, and so on? Look at what he's doing. Within how long? Few years. 2 years, I think. 2 years, this is the third year coming. Look at the wonders that man has done. Look at how many assassination attempts he has escaped. You will see one African president earning millions and millions, and in fact, in 1 month, whereas a huge population is dying in poverty. What is the salary of Burkina Faso president? What is his salary? Why not reduce salaries of those you call doctorate, master degrees, and so on, to make sure you invest in agriculture, military, create jobs? What is stopping African leaders from creating employment, creating factories, industries, and developing to create employment for their own people? In this modern day, slavery is going on in Libya. Slavery, selling you a beautiful woman for as less as $300, 200 and something dollars. God, Tell me, how would the other races respect us? They use religion to blindfold you and African leaders, African youths. We cannot do something for ourselves. We will continue to suffer that way. They will. Who killed Sankara? Lumumba. After the Belgians killed him, they dissolved his body into acid, using acid, dissolve his body into liquid, using only his tooth. I mean, one of his tooth or one of his teeth. His tooth kept it as, something as a pride to show to their own people. Who do you want to rise against the white man? But tell me, how did they come to arrest him? Using his own very people. Every time you see videos everywhere, African wake up, African wake up. There is no wake up. How long have we been preaching? How long? From one generation to another. That's Malcolm X gone. Minister Farrakhan is finished. One generation after another, the suffering goes on. Every race has always liberated themselves. Why is it difficult? Why is it so difficult with the black race? Talk of Boko Haram, ISIS, Al Qaeda, and so on. Who are the people sponsoring them? Who are them? Who are those giving them arms? Look at who are those paying the price? The black people everywhere, they're killing our race, suffering with the accomplices of those in authority. Sometimes with those in authority, international conspiracy. You go to the same people borrowing, go to the World Bank borrowing, they keep you in poverty. Look at Ghana. Ghana has given 300 citizenship, given white people 300 citizenship in one day, giving them citizenship. 300 people in one day. Tell me, for what? You cannot even control your own citizen. They call it galamsey. Pollution, water all polluted. People don't have even water to drink. Why people are coming to get citizenship in Ghana? 300 at the blue. And some people are saying it's okay. What really is wrong with the black people? What is wrong with us? So people have not taken solace in religion, because anybody who can just read the Bible and maybe understand and so on, it's a way of finding a job. It's a way of getting employment. You go and pay tithe, pay offering, and so on. Of course, that's what they live on. That's what they live on. Africans need, or Africa needs a real revolution. A revolution, a real one. What is the use of the African Union? The youth of Africa, I tell us the truth. Our forefathers were brainwashed. The issue of, to slaughter a goat at the shrine, they will say it is ritual. It is ritual. But if you take it to the church, they say it's Thanksgiving. They say our culture is bad. Only their own culture is good. Our names too are bad. Only their own names are good. Look at all through in the Bible. Which African name is there? Which black man's name is there? The angels are all white. The black people, anything black is the devil. And that's who we are. Tell me how we will not be feeling inferior. We are attaching to them for what? 54, 55 African countries. We cannot stand together. What about free trade? What about borders? Opening borders. The white man tells you, because they came to partition us without our own consent. The Berlin Conference. Were we there? Were our forefathers there? How could they not do all these things to our people? The carefree attitude. They steal our statues, take it to their own museum in Europe for you to go even see those things that they were telling our forefathers, they're bad, they're devils, and so on. They have all of them in their own museums in Europe. And for you to see them, you pay money to enrich them. Their own names are bad. Everything about us is bad. The pastors will move around with bodyguards, but in your own church, they're using the blood of Jesus. I pray for you in the blood of Jesus. Sometimes I ask myself, what is wrong with the black man? What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? Jesus Christ, who came and saved the whole world, he died and saved the whole world. He resurrected and went to heaven. Nobody knows the dead he was born. Nobody knows the dead he resurrected. All just stories. Go to Egypt. The mummies that are there, when they were born, in fact, they would have been there before Jesus came. If you go there, you will see the dead they were born, the dead they died. That was before Jesus came. But nobody knows when Jesus came, the date he came, the date he was born, the date he dies. You talk. If you are presently standing in front of the people, they will kill you to protect those stories, that enslaving them. How do you help such a people? Up to us. I tell us the truth. We must all think about ourselves. Every time there's a revolution, you must watch out because there are always traitors and blacklegs. Those are the people you have to target. Without that, you will never ever be free. I am so ashamed, so very ashamed of who we have become as Ambazonians, as Southern Cameroonians, and especially this group called Sokamif. And when I leave this group, I don't want let anybody dare bring me back again to this group. Advocate, the illiterate schoolmaster. Are you the one writing all this? With all due respect, Father of the Nation, I'll bring you back. You can say whatever you want to say. Are you the one here? Last time you said I was begging people to invite me back to Sokamif. I have asked you for the message, for the audio, write-up, whatever. Have you provided? And you're the one insulting me here again. Advocate, you say I'm mentally unstable, like Najela. Grand Shalom, I am an old man. You say I am an old man who ought to be ashamed and I'm supporting evil in the ADF or something, kidnapping or ransom. These are the things we have done. And you say that do I think you are going to waste time listening to my messages or my message? How do I listen to your own? All of you on this platform, there is no message I don't listen to. How come? If we are not traitors, so what do we want to think we are doing? Listen to me. These children are crying on the ground. I mean, crying. Sometimes I listen to them, I weep. They ask me, Father of the Nation, what is really going on over there in the diaspora? And do these people know that we are dying on the ground here every day? Freedom fighters are dying like flies. Our citizens, just our citizens, the civilians, die every day. What is wrong with us? What is the problem? Why do we hate Ayaba with this kind of passion? Big Danny, you saying that if I am thinking that dictator Ayabacho Lucas who one day lead Ambazonia, then I am fooling myself or I am deceiving myself. Did I ever mention Ayaba in this message I just posted? A message that I'm addressing to Africans. And I even mentioned there that military rule is much better given the current dispensation of Africa. What is really wrong with us? And Vince, you come in and insulting Father of the Nation, calling me idiot, that I'm hallucinating. And you guys said that this group is for what? Is to liberate Ambazonia? Chia Martin, are you on this group or not? Is it Cham Martin? Tiger One, the admins of this group. What can you guys really tell Ambazonians what this group is really for? Thinker, is it thinker? What exactly is wrong with this group? What did we create this group for? What do we say we ought to do in this group and what are we really doing? What have I said in this message that I'm addressing to Africans that it has become a problem for the ADF? Did I mention ADF there? Well, fighters, they're gnashing of teeth on the ground. They're weeping. I mean, fighters cry. I mean, cry. When I talk about crying, fighters cry. Why do you people want to finish us from the diaspora, especially they're even mentioning Sokamif. The D-Day will come. We can keep joking because we're far away from the dead zone where they're being slaughtered they're being killed every day. What is our support to these freedom fighters? Where are your advice? Where is your financial support? Why should it be other people? The APLC, these guys are crying down there. Are they also ADF? Why are we so obsessed about Ayaba? What is the problem? 13th of January 2025. We should do what we want to do. My fellow Ambazonians, do what you want to do. The pain is ours. The suffering is ours. We will either liberate ourselves or we will be in this suffering, in this subjugation, in this occupation of La République France and their partners. Keep joking.